So what happened last session? Ethan.
I don't think really anything. So we went to a masquerade because we were looking to find a diamond that's worth 1,000 gold. I wore a purple outfit, and we met a rhino person named Pythias, who was the host. And he sort of helped introduce, he introduced Zavril to Luther Hellenbrecht, but Poppy met somebody that she made friends with. I don't remember the name. And chatted them up. Aristel dipped on the party, and
Is that in your notes?
Sketched slash just, was being all gloomy in the gardens.
Brooding.
And yes, I wasn't gonna say it, but
You said gloomy. That's basically the same thing.
but it's not the same. So Hellenbrecht is the Duke of Heavenfell, also sixth in line. Or is a Duke of Heavenfell. He's the Duke of Valten. Is that the right word?
Yeah, Valten.
And they are currently under threat from an enemy that has a lot of funding. They're here to make some friends and allies. And he offered us a pretty terrible deal of like intervening in some very high stakes political / war efforts. Basically not killing, but getting rid of people in exchange for 1,000 gold diamond. But he was willing to just let us buy a diamond. So we are going to meet up with him, I believe, the following day, and buy 1,000 gold diamond from him. Go back to Dorinthea and hopefully resurrect. Let me find the last name. What's her name? Priscilla.
Start with a P. There you go.
And also we met. Well, Zavril met Andromeda for the first time. She was a horrible person. And I have Zavril gonna kill a kid ? Is my last note. So I don't know where that came from.
Zavril gonna kill a kid? Or
I don't
do you
know,
mean
that's my last
Andromeda?
No, it says a kid. I would have put Andromeda. I have no idea where that came from, but that's my last note.
What the hell, Zavril?
That's what I'm saying. Because I know that I joked about killing Andromeda.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah, well, half joke.
Okay.
Well, I don't remember where the killing a kid part comes from, but hey.
Okay, well that's good. That makes me feel better. Because it's the last thing I wrote down is Zavril gonna kill a kid ? And I'm like, I have no recollection of anything involving that.
Ethan woke up in the middle of the night and added that to his notes without even realizing it.
It's just my subconscious.
Yeah.
PTSD from the older days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
maybe it's not the right note.
No, because I already grabbed the wrong notes and had to double check, and yeah, this is right.
Last session we ended with you guys leaving and going back to Nephilis' place at the end of night. I believe that was it.
Yes.
Your goal was to meet with Luther the next day. I don't remember though if he gave you any specific place.
Yes.
Or if he just told you like his tavern or inn or where.
I think it was gonna be at one of the. I think we chose church.
Edgar's church.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Does Ethan get inspiration for doing the recap?
Yeah. You need it well. Not sure about the killing kids part, but beside that, yeah. Guess it's worth an
Listen, my notes
inspiration point.
were quite thorough.
Yeah.
He's just doing a foreshadowing
Did
of this
you-
coming session.
Yeah.
I didn't. I wasn't fully paying attention. I remember the last session, but for the part where Arista was brooding, did you recap it? Did you recap it from like noting that it was also because of how, what's her name, like
Nephilim.
lied? Yeah, Nephilim.
I did not
Okay.
say that.
Okay, that's an important piece to remember for sure.
Thank you, Koo.
That's true. It wasn't brooding for brooding's sake, but it was still brooding.
Yeah. She had a reason.
She did.
What was your reason for brooding the day before?
I don't need a reason.
He
Could've
That
been
literally
a kid.
wasn't even brooding.
Yeah, literally. Oh, I'm just gonna hang out in the garden. Well, once you're done brooding, I guess.
Grim is literally rewriting history.
Yeah. There we go. So, as said, we can push into the next day unless there's something you would want to do before. Actually, I don't think you did anything since last session when we just said we were leaving. So unless you had ideas, I believe we can just go to the next day unless you have ideas about more things.
No, that's good.
All right. So yeah, I assume you'll be going back to Nephilim's place for the night. You left before her. She will probably get back whilst you're sleeping. Next day, did you have a time for the meeting? This is something I don't remember. I think you just said you just talked about Vrinoff.
It was like afternoon.
I think it was like 11 to noon because he wanted
11
to
to
go to
noon.
sleep in.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So
Festivities.
11 to noon, Edgar's church.
Yeah.
Very central point to the city, it seems.
For us. I mean, so no,
yeah.
Aristo was the one who offered Edgar's church, so it was something that like you didn't
It's easy
offer
to
up.
see. It's easy to see. It's easy to find, so it's a good place. Good. So yeah. Morning next day. You'll wake up. Unless you've drank a lot, you're all going fine. I don't think any of you. No, I do believe some of you did drink. Yeah.
2 of them did.
Yeah, I do believe the 2 of you were.
In fact, Poppy was so drunk that Aristo had to help her get home.
Doesn't seem that much
Wait,
of a
I
problem.
thought Zabro got more drunk. He was putting them back a lot harder.
I mean,
thought
you're
so.
the one who was like, I can make it back to the place, the mansion, the manor.
Didn't say that.
Yeah.
I know where we're going.
Obviously.
Yeah,
You can
it's
both
all
roll
good.
me a fortitude. Wow.
You
Constitution
3-5
saving
in
throw.
Pathfinder showing.
Yeah, well, I'm playing Pathfinder every 2 weeks. So.
That's right. God, just keep rolling. Why don't you? 12.
9.
12 and 9.
Do I get advantage on this? Because I'm trying to like concentrate on surviving.
That's not how it works.
Concentration
the
on
opposite.
spells, concentration on surviving, tomato.
I
you
really want to use that from now on. Could I just get advantage because I'm concentrating
You know,
on...
war mage,
Yeah.
concentration on spell, concentration on life, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got combat caster. Does that help? So, Estelle.
Yeah.
You do wake up first. You're physically are fine. I mean, didn't drink anything last night really, so yeah, you're just doing fine. You're the first one to wake up. The place is very calm. Barely any noise beside snoring sounds, which is unusual. I don't remember your friends being big snorer. They must be sleeping well. But yeah, beside that, nothing out of the ordinary. Just very normal morning. Zabril? You had a rough night. yeah, you had a shitty night actually. Good thing the bed and the window are close to each other, so there's
Gross.
a. Hey, you gotta go somewhere. And it's better than like the bed pot, I guess.
Yeah.
The chamber pot, whatever it's called.
Like to use my herbalism kit and try to craft a hangover remedy.
Hangover remedy.
That's amazing.
You can try that. I mean,
Sure.
I think you just need to do what's called a prairie oyster, which is like a raw egg with like a couple of other ingredients all together.
That sounds way worse.
You should ask Erastus or Abiath about it sometimes. They swear by it.
they're experimented. They know what's up.
Um. That's 18.
18. Okay. Yeah, you wake up, rough night, headache. I mean, you don't feel well. You feel blue. You start rummaging through your things. Like takes you some time. It feels like everything's an effort. Yeah, you just start. You find a table in your bed, and not in your bed, in your chamber, and you just try to make the best, like grandma remedy you can think of that could help you with whatever you have on hand. It doesn't smell good. It doesn't look good. It looks and smells like some of the worst thing you've ever smelled. If it wasn't for the nightmare creatures, this would be it. And you just drink it up, I guess, hoping it works best, and hoping you keep it inside, because you know how it is. That's
Sure.
the difficult part.
Yeah. I mean, I could use magic, I guess, to get rid of a hangover, but why do?
Yeah, I mean, where are the hangover spells?
It's lesser restoration, right?
I think that the restoration could work. Would it?
I think that would qualify.
Lesser restoration.
Condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. I feel like
Poison.
Poison.
I feel
Yeah.
like poison works.
Yeah, alcohol is a poison, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can just end the poisoned effect because of lesser restoration right before you go to sleep.
Yeah, it takes you some time. Try to get in, like, get in the mood or just get functioning. As you prepare your spells in the morning, you have this epiphany of an idea of picking up lesser restoration to at least try it on yourself. You do feel better as soon as you do it.
sweet.
You don't
Well,
feel
with this
great,
spot.
but you feel better. It helps with all the digestive system part, at least. The headache
I
and
feel
the
like-
bad sleep, well, that's gonna cure itself over time.
I feel like that's a nice little gig that you could have. Just make a living curing hangovers.
Yeah. I was thinking something along the lines of that. Yeah.
Zavro retires on the spot.
Until you figure that people who are drunk usually are poor, and then it's only great for you.
Well,
To be fair, clerics have a lot of abilities where they could just use their abilities to make a ton of money. So
Yeah, just create water and food. I mean,
yeah.
it's for income. Easy. Poppy,
Yeah, I rolled a 12,
you rolled a 12.
but I also have lesser restoration.
Good.
But I don't think I would
Damn
know to use it. That's
The
actually a
Zavril's,
clockwork. That's actually my clockwork sorcerer spell. That's
Really?
not a cleric spell. Yeah, I only have first level cleric spells.
Zavril's experience with that, not his first time.
Yeah, Poppy would not think to use it. I don't think.
Yeah, Poppy, you eventually wake yourself up by the sound of your own snores. You are extremely surprised. You don't know what that sound was or where it came from, but it surely woke you up. As you look around, you're alone in the room. You're just in the middle, like sideways on the bed. All the blankets are just everywhere. Rough night. Rough night.
I forgot to wear my bonnet. Oh, my hair is gonna be so bad.
That's so funny.
Yeah. No bonnet for sure.
It's a mess. There's knots.
You just like Zovril, big headache, not doing fine at all. Clearly not gonna hold whatever is inside for too long. You're an adult, you know.
I try to hover and I like droop to one side. Oh, this is bad. Aristel! Aristel! I messed up. Ow.
I
I
guess...
shouldn't have drinking anything.
I guess I'll go to Poppy if I hear her.
I mean, Kira can hear. Zovril can also hear. You're probably at this point where you're finishing up your whatever drink you're making as you're at that.
I think he might have a hangover. Maybe Zovril can like make a potion to help you feel better.
Zovril!
My God,
I
Poppy,
messed
not so
up.
loud. Not so loud.
Do you also have a hangover?
Had a hangover. Sort of still have.
How'd you get rid of it?
Well, you have two choices.
Mm-hmm.
I did both, so I don't know which one works better. But you can drink some of this. I hand you the disgusting smelling.
What's the second option?
Lesser restoration. Use a little bit of magic. Might not seem like the best idea, but I felt way better after. But I also did drink this, so
I'll
maybe
try
it's a
it.
combination.
She'll cast Lesser Restoration on herself.
Like Zovril, solves the digestive issues. Doesn't solve the rest, so the fatigue and
Yeah.
headache still there.
Okay.
Here, I think you should have some water.
Yes, that's a good idea. She'll drink an entire canteen.
I can go get some more.
You have like a regular size canteen, or like you have a.
It's definitely too big for me. Got some coming down my chin.
Drink more water that can fit.
Truly.
I cast create water in your mouth.
Dang!
Oh no! I drown you.
That's
It
amazing.
says up to 10 gallons. It doesn't have to be 10 gallons.
The lungs count as a container, correct?
That's amazing.
Sadly, they do not.
So much for creative liberty.
Clearly, you never looked up how lungs work.
Yeah, they contain air, I guess.
They close. It's secluded. Just saying.
Yeah, this line of
funny.
play has been.
It's a funny thought every once in a while. I like the idea of like having it like doing it in someone's mouth or like their nose. So they go the water.
that offensive use of create water is
Oh yeah.
is a well-known line of play that people have been trying to do for years.
Yeah,
You just have to do
who's there's a bit that unless you say yes to everything, the answer is always no for them.
But okay. I think that we should probably make our way over to the church to meet oh god, Luther.
Yeah, we should probably go.
You got the new smoke alarm system. It's sensitive.
You had to read that out loud.
It's
I-
right.
yeah.
It's right next to the kitchen, and we cook a lot, and
Makes sense.
it like even our fans don't help out whatsoever. It's so bad.
How about you stop trash talking the fire, the smoke alarm? It's sensitive. You said it yourself. Think of its feelings.
Needs to toughen up.
Toughen up. Yeah, maybe it does. So yeah, you just try to get yourself as ready as possible in the best time possible. Restel, although they both use spells to brighten their days, you can still see that they're sluggish in this morning. That may take maybe an hour to get ready and
Okay.
pack your stuff and leave. You go through town. It's still quite early in the morning, by the way. A lot of people in town. You have no trouble finding the Church of Edgar again.
Mm-hmm.
You get there a little earlier than should be. Are you just waiting for Luther?
Did anyone have anything that they wanted to do while we were here?
I think later on I was planning on meeting up with Odessa just a little bit.
Who?
I met someone last night who was really nice, and I danced with her for a while too. It was the person I was talking to like all night. She's a trade merchant from Heavenfell, and she's got really good connections, but we were just talking about life, and it was really nice. But yeah, she invited me to spend some time today, if we have the time for it. But if we don't, then it's all good. I can let her know.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, she was really kind. She seemed like genuine out of everybody that was there. A lot of people seemed really fake.
That's kind of what Nephilim gave me the impression on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you were able to find someone who seemed a little bit more down to earth.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, she wore some of her work clothes to the ball, which I thought was... She kind of gave me a clue that she was down to earth.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find anyone that you liked, Zavra?
No. In fact, I felt like one of the fake people there.
You felt like a fake person?
Yeah, I had to be the hero of Thessos to try to get
That's
the
not fake.
end. Well, the persona of the hero of Thessos is fake. It's a good bit of liquid courage.
Well, I disagree
But-
with you.
Well, I at least found people that I didn't want to associate with. It's not quite as nice, but
Oh yeah, how was Fitzfennick?
I mean, he's just kind of a lot.
Mm.
Very self-absorbed. And
I was just
Seems
told
more-
to avoid him at all possible.
yeah, seems
Yeah.
more interested in like the idea of people than actual people. I guess that's probably
That's a
common there.
really good way to put it, actually. Ow, that hurts.
Here, just some more water, Poppy.
Yeah, good idea.
Hey, did you ever finish your drawing, Aristelle?
Sometimes I feel like my sketches are never actually finished, but here, you can take a look at it. It's, I guess, as good as it will ever be.
He was of the park, right? Or the garden?
Garden, yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I feel like you really captured. corner that you're in pretty well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you caught all the different, plants and stuff there. I feel like it's easy to overlook all the littler details.
I had a lot of time.
Well, I hope it wasn't too of a night. We got to
Well,
enjoy it at least.
I did dance with someone, but they
Ooh.
don't know that it was me. He was actually Fitz's bodyguard.
What the heck?
Yeah, he just kind of asked me to dance, probably because I was by myself. And yeah, he was the one who told me to avoid Fitz.
Sounds like another, at least somewhat down to earth person then.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that he doesn't really know me. Not sure how to navigate that. Hopefully I can just pretend like that never happened.
Didn't we like fight him? No?
No, we saw him in the forest. When
We fought someone else then.
we fought the
Well, yeah, I know what you're gonna say. The whatchamacallit people, the bad people.
yeah.
But like, oh no, we didn't actually fight him. We just saw him take something down, and
Yeah,
we left him alone.
he tried to steal our catch. Well, I think he
Yeah,
ended up
he did.
stealing our catch, but
Yeah.
we didn't end up fighting.
Right.
Maybe he was okay with dancing with me because he didn't know I was part of that party. That was an awkward situation in that forest.
Yeah. I don't know. What time is it? Is it almost time for the meeting?
Not too long, so yeah. You can skip to when Luther arrives.
Let me check my sundial.
Try to place it with the sun. Yeah. Doesn't take long for Luther to arrive. He actually arrived earlier than the appointment time, the allotted time. He is with his squire, like the day before, and he is with another man, similar stature, like same height, same kind of size, profile. While Luther has like long brown hair with the beard. This one, almost like not freshly trimmed, but yes, like we could say freshly trimmed beard. He's blonde. He doesn't look as much as a fighter as Luther would give the impression of. As they enter, all three of them seem to be they're talking loudly about like they don't seem to really not care, but they're talking about like the night before and some personal, not personal thing, but yeah, just banter. Even though even the squire is kind of part of this sort of banter that they're having. While he wasn't talking that much the day before, seems like they're actually friendly to each other, even if they're not on the same station. If that makes sense. Doesn't take long for them to notice you, and Luther will wave as he sees you. I see you're early, friends. He exclaims.
Yeah.
There's people in the church. He doesn't seem to care much. As his party joins yours. Hope you had a good night's sleep.
As good as we could get.
Ours was terrific. Doesn't look like it, but this place has some great commodity.
I think that
I don't know where you live, but if you're in you pass by a tavern, there's this tavern called the Jumping Troll. Excellent. Probably the best we've met on the road.
Excuse me, sir. I think people are trying to pray in here. If you wouldn't mind keeping
Oh,
your
oh,
voice down.
yes. Obviously, maybe we can try to find a more private space.
Yes.
I pardon myself. Pardon our entrance. And maybe we can ask a priest. Maybe they have a room or something here.
Do they? I have no idea.
He will just look at the other man that's with him. That's not the squire. And once the look is given, the other man will just go find the closest priest. Talk with him a little. The priest was already looking in your direction, obviously. He comes back maybe 15 seconds later, and just say, "They do have a room. They'll have something for us.
Okay.
It's a beautiful place. And my name's Barar, by the way.
Pleasure to meet you. Name is Poppy.
Pleasure is all ours. You, I assume you're moving and following the priest, like in a small room underground. That's not a crypt, just sort of private room. There's a bunch of like old pews and things like that in there. So it's more like a storage, but it's better than nothing. You can sit on pews. Alright, so yes, this is Barar Adewald. He's the Duke of Valten, one of my best friends. If not my best friend, actually.
That's nice. These are some of my best friends too.
Pleasure to meet you as well. I'm a Zavro.
You know the statue at the front?
Yes. One of the saviors of Thessos.
Well, congratulations, I guess. I've heard about the stories. That's by the way, that's Berard who's talking. He's much more restrained than Luther is. Is it true?
Well, I don't know the stories you've heard, but yeah, we defeated a demon and kind of saved the city. I
Impressive.
guess. Yeah.
The bards are singing tales even in Evanfell. So I guess that's good for you.
How many saviors do the bards sing of?
Last I heard was sick. None of them seem to have the right number.
Yeah. 6 is. How many are in the statue? So, is the statue only 4? Or the
Statue's only 4.
Statue only 4.
Correct
there's
number
9
is
of
That's
them.
9.
the problem with
Yeah.
bards, you see. They sing songs, but what is true? Who knows?
We'll set the story straight once we see them.
You don't all the bards in the in Evanfell to set the story straight.
Guys, we have a new mission.
We're gonna send out strongly worded letters.
Well, according to my friend Ruta, you have quite the fortune, it seems.
Yes. We're looking for a diamond that's worth 1,000 gold. For some personal matters.
Would it be too much to ask about these personal matters? Just curiosity. You do not have to answer us.
No, it's okay. I think I told Luther last night. But my mentor was attacked by somebody, and she was going to be teaching me some stuff, and her life was taken too soon. And I want to bring her back so she has a chance to do what she feels she needs to do.
See, that's honorable. Rickett, you can bring the diamond. And I assume you have... Do you have this in gold or platinum? I hope you don't have this in silver.
Platinum. And she'll bring out, what is it, 100 platinum is 1,000 gold?
Yeah, 100 platinum.
Yeah, and from her bag, she'll do like groups of 10 to like chips for poker chip tables, just like groups of 10, and make it even across. And then put it in a separate bag.
The squire will show up. Will look into his bags and will bring out a small locked chest. Unlock it. In this chest seems to be numerous jewels.
Mm-hmm.
You will find quite a large, perfectly cut diamond that he will give to Luther. He would close everything, put everything in his bag after that. Friends, 1,000 gold diamond. You don't see this every day, so take care. Oh, you kind of fake dropping it. Take care. Take care.
I think Poppy was
Very important.
Poppy was definitely about to cast like reverse on the diamond to like stop it and go back and.
This thing can cut through anything, but it can also just be broken as easily. And he will put it on like a table, like I guess you have a makeshift table of sort.
Sure.
Voila! It's actually a very big diamond, by the way, and it's pristinely cut.
Sweet. Take out a cloth and wrap it up, and say thank you.
The glories of Valten. What a shame. Rickard will just pick all the gold pieces or platinums and dash this away.
And I'm
Are you sure you and your friends are not into helping out people with your prowess and skills?
We are.
Our offers still stand. We're still looking for apt competent.
We are accustomed to what you're asking, but we can't promise that we'd be able to go over there right away is the problem. And one of our other party members is not with us at the moment, so if we end up coming by Heavenfell and it's within, we have the time to be able to help. I mean, I don't know, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to, but we can't promise it right now, which is why we'd rather pay instead of doing that.
Berard will say, understandable. But our offer still stand, and will always stand if you feel like doing the good thing again. You're always free to join us, even if you're just passing through. Feel free to meet us in Valten, and we will. Well, I'm speaking for Luther here, but yeah, Valten. And he points at Luther because he's not the Duke of Valten. Luther is. So Valten will always have his doors their doors open for you. So is Anslav. We will always have our doors open for the savior of Tezos and his friends. Remember, you both are not on the statue, so.
Yeah, if I
just to clarify, we're actually all part of the saviors of Tezos, but they didn't put our statues up.
Oh.
I love that Poppy was. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going off, but like Poppy's like, we're gonna set people straight, and then just not set these two straight at all.
It's a very bad start on this quest.
Yeah, it's a terrible start.
Yeah, but they're not bards. Who cares?
I forgot.
Right.
You weren't Aristal when we met Luther.
No, these people don't know me at all.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we told Luther that Poppy was, but we wouldn't have obviously said that.
Yeah.
Or maybe we did say that you were.
No, we didn't say that she was. No, because she
I
wasn't.
don't
Well,
even
but
think
I
that you
would-
said that about Poppy either.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
Oh, we did.
But we were all drinking, so like there's a good chance that he doesn't remember that.
Okay, gotcha.
Also fair.
Well, yeah, you see, we're all kind of the saviors of Thessos. We were all in that party. There was like 9 of us, but
Oh.
a certain individual who sculpted them only did 4 people.
Well, that's a shame.
It is.
Sorry for the confusion then.
No,
Well,
you're fine. You didn't know. Neither did the bards.
The doors of Anslet and Valten will always be open to the saviors of Thessos.
Thank you.
Even though you don't want to be part of our problems, this 1,000 gold will help us tremendously.
I'm glad.
We definitely wish you the best of luck with everything.
Friend, there's no luck in that. It's all skills. Tactical
Yeah, good.
prowess. And he kind of poke Berard's head as he says that. Diplomacy and tactics. That's all him. I wouldn't mind meeting them on the battlefield if it was just me, but my friend here has other plans.
I think that words are equally as strong as brawn.
Yes, war cries. They're the best.
No.
Can instill fear into your enemy's heart.
Well, sure, but like being able to talk somebody down is equally as impressive as putting them down on the ground.
Maybe you're right. But we'll do our best. Berard will do his best so that we don't get to this point. Good thing I have him. Also, about another round. You seem like you've recovered well. Surprises me. I mean, I always thought that people from Silk Meadow were had weak lungs, not lungs.
Stomachs.
Stomachs.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not from Silkman. I'm from the Grove.
Is it better?
I point at the wings, you know.
I mean, you're still a meek one. I mean, anyway.
I'm actually very conspicuous. You'd be surprised.
Rickard, bring the cups
Oh boy.
to mark our friendship. Around to start the day. As they send butches in, around an hour keeps the demons away.
We actually keep the demons away, but
Even better, you should drink an hour.
What is this
Rickard
exactly?
will bring out some cups and some drinks. This is a
Average player.
specialty from Butchison.
Hmm.
It's made out of flowers and potatoes.
Is it vodka or is it gin? And is there any orange juice nearby?
There's no orange juice nearby. Unless you have your own orange juice.
Where is Chase's thing of tomato soup when I need it?
I feel like Poppy would be carrying around orange juice because it's a mimosa every day, so...
Oh yeah. Puppy's ready for the mimosa day.
Yeah.
She'll druid craft a little like a fruit, orange juice, and she'll just juice an orange right then and
There
there.
you go. That's amazing.
Yeah, this does look like grove behavior. That's it. That's what I meant.
Take a solid
Rickard
5
will
minutes
serve
to do that.
everyone, including himself. Berard will give everyone a glass, well, a cup.
Mm.
They're like wooden cup, perfect for transport.
I think Boppy's stomach churns a little bit at the thought, just because. The
And
body remembers.
before we drink, wouldn't want to be drinking with a stranger. What would be your name, my dear? And he points at Restel.
Oh, my name's Aristel.
He looks at Luther. Do you have another friend in town? Luther told me you were with another woman yesterday.
Yes.
Luther, were you drunk? Like,
also
also, yeah.
We were with Nephile.
Anyway, so be it. Well, Aristel, I am Berard, and we all know each other now. And santé, as they say in Pirigon. And he lifts his cup. By the way, it's
Santé
pretty much
will
more like it's more vodka than gin. By the way,
Great.
it tastes bad.
Great.
Tastes like shit.
It's a Tito's vodka, basically, if it's made from potato.
It has this slight flowery scent, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pour the orange juice that I just freshly squeezed into.
Y'all drink. Y'all make these faces.
Yeah.
Even them, like even they do the faces, like the. Like,
Yeah.
Well, to our future friendship. Do you have any plans for the day? That's Luther asking.
Rest and recovery.
Good plan. Are you from this place? I didn't ask.
No, none of us are
Thessos.
from Thessos, no.
Hmm.
But our friend is, Nephile.
Just happened to be there to be saviors. That's good. Good timing. It would give the cups back to Rickard. Rickard will wash them like now. We'll bring water and just wash them while sitting there.
We heard that there were some issues in Thessos, and we knew that there was a demon roaming about. We put two and two together, and since we're experienced, we were able to dispatch it.
Well, good thing you were there. So any other plan besides resting? Because I was told about 3 or 4 places in town that offer the best drinks. We could invite you to go roam with us.
I don't think I'm gonna do much drinking today.
Hmm.
Do you always drink all day?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The problem with water is that water is easily can be easily poisoned. So, in
Hmm.
Botchison, we take care of that with our own ways.
You're worried that water will be poisoned, so you drink alcohol instead?
The big difference is that you know what poison is in the alcohol.
Yes.
It's much safer. Also, once you're used to it, kinda works out.
Why don't you just hire, like, somebody who can cast Lesser Restoration and get rid of a poison if you're ever poisoned by water?
This could be expensive, and also, you kinda pay someone to do not much. I mean, it's not like there's poison all the time, but there could be poison.
But they can also help with the hangover.
Also useful, but once you're used to it, hangovers ain't a problem.
Seems like you've figured it all out.
We're the best place in Evanfell. We're better than the blokes from Paragon, that's for sure, with their like fruity drinks. I think they call it wine or something.
Yes.
If you want my opinion on this, a little wussy to us. But they do what they want. Anyway, you know where to find us if you ever wanna maybe drink or change your mind on helping us. We'll be probably here for next. He looks at Berard. Berard just say, "We're leaving tomorrow."
Okay.
Thank you for the gold, and
Thank you for the diamond.
best of luck with your endeavor. Hope we meet again.
Yes.
They all stand up pretty much at the same time. Like they understood the message. They shake. They offer your hands to shake if need be.
Yeah.
If you're into
Just
that
shake
kind of
'em.
thing.
Yeah. Aristotle would probably say, on like parting words, may the 7 guide you.
May the 7 guide you all. Luther is more like a knight type of guy, so yeah, more like knightly kind of handshake,
The
back
bro.
pat.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, bro, a little more bro. Even if you're a small fae, still bro. No problem there. He will adapt. Everyone's a bro to him. I assume you're all leaving your way after this.
Yeah.
Good. You're all leaving. The party from Butchison is leaving on their own way.
Can you
They're
give us
gonna
the
look,
spelling
take one
of
last,
these,
last
by
look
the-
at the statue before going their own way.
Uh-huh.
You'll see them like turn back, look at Zovril, turn, look at the statue, look at Zovril, look at the statue, and then go on their way. You can see the difference.
They're like, this is a terrible statue.
I know. It sounds like every time like we talk about it, it just sounds worse and worse.
So what do you do next?
The next thing that we would probably do is go over to the Temple of Vrinoff to get Dorinthea.
Dorinthea.
Sure.
Or no, we already have. I forgot. We brought Priscilla to Dorinthea, so we could just go
Yes.
to the temple to get her resurrected.
You could just
Right.
go and meet with Dorinthia
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
with
give
Queen
her
of the Diamond.
the diamond.
Yeah.
Good. So you go across town. You leave the walls of Thessos. You head to Dorinthia's church, which is at the somewhat outskirts of town, almost out of it. Dorinthia's there. She's taking care of her. As I explained the first time you met her, she has. Actually, was Kubu there the first time you met her?
No,
I
No.
think he was.
no, I was not.
You bring. You go to Dorinthia's place. For Yukubu, Dorinthia's church is like an outdoor church. It's like a bunch of pews outdoor lined up. There's a lot of like trees, flowers, very well maintained bushes to make like small walls and things like that. Kind of look like like these outdoor wedding pictures, like
Yeah.
like this kind of well decorated place, well maintained. This has this very natural look to it. And next to this church, right behind it, is like a very big tree, and her house is like, she has like a tree house essentially
Okay.
that you have to go up some stairs, and it's there. It's just, it's built like on the second story of the tree, if that makes sense. As you get there, she's taking care of the place, like placing some seeds back where they should be, cutting some, trimming some of the bushes, things like that. As she sees you, she smiles and go, "Oh, you're back. Well, that's great.
Hello.
Have you found everything you were looking for?"
We found the diamonds that
You
you
did.
were asking for. Yes.
Well, that's a surprise, but that's a good one.
Well, found, but also purchased. Is
Didn't
this
expect you to just find this on the ground.
we find a lot of things here and there. But is that everything that you'll need to bring back Priscilla?
In terms of material, yes. Yeah, that's all I need. Are you hungry?
Oh yes, I would love
I mean,
some.
Very.
it's noon, so I guess it's a good time to eat. It's always a good time to eat, but convention. Just follow me up, and I've got something new for you to try.
I can't wait.
So yeah, she brings you all in her home again. I've taken the liberty of putting Priscilla, your friend, in another room. I mean, she was kind of taking space here, and I don't want to be rude, but it's a little unsettling to be staring at a corpse all day. Um,
Thank you again for helping us out. My name's Poppy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, Poppy, and you can call me Dorinthea or Darin if you prefer, for short. Um, and I believe you're the one, you're the reason we're doing this, right? Correct?
Yeah. Yeah. She's supposed to be my mentor and help me out with some stuff, but we, yeah,
Hmm,
we found her. How you see her?
I see. Just take a seat. Take a seat. She's gonna move stuff on the table. Uh, just clear things up. It smells kind of good. In her place. Right now. Um, so what I've got is well, the people around call this a shepherd's pie, but I substitute all the meat for veggies. I hope you don't mind. Do you have any allergies, my dear?
No.
No, perfect. That's great. And let's hope you don't find any today. Uh, she just gotta bring. It's a shepherd's pie. Uh, she brings it on the table. She cut portions. So, have you had a good time in Tezos?
It's been eventful.
Yeah, I'd say it was a good time.
Just that?
Well, we did go to a beautiful ball last night, but then we drank a little too much, and now I regret it.
You shouldn't regret it. If you drank this much, it's because you had good reason to.
Yeah.
You don't have to regret that because you probably had fun doing so. There's no time for regrets in life.
It's a good point.
We at least accomplished everything we needed to. So that was good.
That was great.
I was able to avoid everyone.
If that's good for you, I guess it's good for you. We're not the judge. And how's the pie?
Oh, it's delicious. It's a little spicy.
Yeah. There's a lot of traders passing through town, so I always make sure to buy some things from their place. Open their horizons a little.
It's delicious.
Thank you, dear.
Almost as better. Almost as good as the stew that you made the other day.
Hmm.
Is anyone else's
Almost.
mouth on fire? I can't stop sniffling. My sinuses are opening up from the spice.
Poppy, you should drink some water.
Yeah.
Is this
look
a
a little
theme?
pale.
Do I need to drink more water in general?
I think Dar-
I'm only pale
I-
because I'm only pale because I almost died. I'm just getting better right now.
I think physicians say you have to drink 8 liter of water a day. Judging by your size, I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No, half.
Half would be enough. Oh, for this ritual, I hope you brought your mud boots, cause we'll be trekking outside.
All right. Where are we going?
We're going to a sacred place for Vrinoff.
And where's that?
Resurrection magic is no small matter. And there's this place. I haven't been there for quite some years. Oof. I was still young back then. I'll be honest. That's been some time, but this is where I passed the test and became the priest that I am today. according to my master, this was a place of power for Vrinoff.
And where is that?
Oh, it's about an hour out of town, in the woods.
It's here in Silk Meadow?
Oh, how did we never hear about that?
I have no
Maybe it's
idea.
better. It's better when people don't hear about these things.
Hmm. We had quite a few people who worshipped Vrinoff, I think, in the guild we were in. So it's a surprise none of them had heard of it.
Big world. I
True.
suppose there's plenty of these places all around Arcadios. I'll be surprised if it would be the only place.
That's fair.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But according to my master, it was a good place to be surrounded by nature and by Vrinoff. Like being down to earth, if that makes sense. Because once you have power, it's easy to lose yourself. And
Hmm.
he always told me that, yeah, you always gotta stay who you are and never be drowned into what makes you you.
Your teacher, your master son's very grounded, very supportive.
You wouldn't know. We buried him like 25 years ago.
What? That's not what I meant.
I know.
But who was he? What was his name? Allow
His
us
name
to
was
carry on his memory.
Tychondus.
On this.
He's the one who built this house, actually.
It's very pretty.
I tried to keep it as it was when he was there. It has been some time. You can see like she's looking around and she's probably like reminiscing.
Yeah.
Oh well. Enough talking about me. And enough talking about the food. I'll break on the spice next time.
Oh, it's good. It's just I wasn't expecting it. I think it's
Maybe
a
I'll
fun
put the
thing to do.
disclaimer.
Maybe a disclaimer would be good, but if you don't like someone, then give it to them as is. Maybe put a little bit more spice in it as a prank.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the congregation will like that, but if I do find someone I'm not fond of, I'll take note of that. Those are some good advice.
Before we do go, I would love to have that recipe for the road.
That what?
The recipe.
The recipe? I should go with what I have on hand, but I guess I can write you one.
That's not what I said, you little shit.
That is pretty much what you just said.
I said it's great. I love the spice, but if you don't like someone, put more spice in and give it to them.
You corrected yourself, but you originally said give it to someone you don't like.
Poppy does come across that way, so it's all good.
Sorry. She'll clean the place once you're all done. She will pretty much, with what's left, she will kind of do a doggy bag to Zarvril. Not like she's gonna keep it. I mean, it's for you. She's gonna write you the recipe the best she can.
The way to Zavril's heart, through his stomach.
I thought it was through the ribs.
Well, you know, to each their own.
She would go change. Make sure that she's ready to go into the woods. Are you kids ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Great. And off we go. Oh, just let me put this on. Should put a sign like saying she'll be back in like 15 minutes on her door.
Didn't you? But you said that it was an hour away.
That is the only sign I have.
Oh.
I never stray too far away usually, so.
Hmm.
Eventually, it'll be right.
Yeah, eventually it'll be right.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't get much visit these days. Once the morning uh, morning mess is over, well, usually I don't see that many people. So, and off we go. She'll lead you into the woods. She'll lead the way. She'll stop from time to time, gather some plants, some roots, some herbs, some flowers. I hope you don't mind if if I do fill up my spice rack while we're here.
I don't mind.
Might as well.
Perfect.
Can I
It'll
help?
take more than an hour. Sure, obviously. Especially if you can actually bend your knees, because, well, this could help me tremendously. And
Sure.
she's not like 80-year-old, but obviously once you're past certain age,
If you just want to point out which herbs you'd like, I can pick them up for you.
that is gentle of you. You go through the woods. Takes more than an hour to get where she's heading to, obviously. You feel like Zarville, you feel like you're zigzagging from time to time, like clearly not following a straight path. And it's not because you have to like, oh, we're gonna skip a sort of like hill or anything. It's just no, you're zigzagging. It's on purpose. Every time she picks something or she asks herself pick something, she will explain what it can be used for, things like that. Some of these things you have in your alchemist set already, or you're slightly aware of at least what their positive effects are, Zarville. So you're learning some, but yeah, you're not like learning everything from scratch. But you eventually get there. You get in front of a sort of mound, but like a very big mound. We could say a hill. It looks oddly too circular, though. So that's why I prefer the term mound, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
it's very big. And you can see in front of you this sort of entrance that clearly have been carved. There's like ancient pillars that seems to be standing there. Not hidden in any sort of way. She will look at the place. There's a bunch of trees that grew over this mound, but you can still see a clear, defined sort of like rounded hill. And there we are. Out the trek wasn't too bad. Honestly, I thought it would be worse for me. My back doesn't hurt. By the way, who was carrying the body?
Am I the strongest one here?
We all look around. Oh no, we
Oh,
forgot
no.
it.
Oh no!
That's so funny.
Could we have used a horse and a carriage to bring it over here?
The
A horse and a cart, rather.
horse maybe, the cart probably not. I mean, there's no
Hmm.
path going there. It's in the deep woods, so.
So
But the horse could probably manage. So just
yeah, we could have the body on the horse
Yeah.
and just
Mhm.
guide the horse.
yeah.
That would probably make the most sense for an hour trek. That's
Yeah.
a lot for anybody to carry.
Yeah, true.
Zarville don't want to be burdened with that, obviously.
We could do a bag of holding, you guys.
My strength's only 12.
Yeah, it doesn't need to breathe.
My God.
We're doing the horse. We're going with the horse. But for future reference,
How did you bring me here? Stuffed you in a bag of holding.
Jesus Christ.
Politely,
Not like we're
though.
gonna argue or anything, so. You have good ideas. She starts going into this place. Doesn't take long for it to see that the inside of this mound is hollow. you find yourselves surrounded by a lot of roots, stone, uh, just general dirt, clay, uh, all around you, over you on the side. There's in the middle of this cavern a pool of water. There's like water slowly dripping down. There's probably like waves from up there that it drips down inside. Um, as you look up and around the place, who has dark vision, by the way?
I do.
Do you cast light or anything of the sort?
I can.
I thought it was midday, but I guess not.
Well, it is midday, but you are inside a cave with no.
Oh, you said cave. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, I
I'd
can
appreciate if you could. I don't have that.
Yeah, no, I can cast light.
You cast light. Dorinthea will also cast light. As you look into the cave, you can see peeking through some of these roots and stones and dirt, pieces of what would look like arches. And if you follow them, you can see that there's a bunch of them going in a circular fashion all around, all over you. Aristel,
Mhm.
you see a lot of currents in this place, converging into the central point. You are standing inside a very large arches.
Hmm.
Not the first time you see arches, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
But
these
the
arches
amount
are
of currents
in the
lot of
mound?
meeting
arches.
there. Hmm?
The arches are in the mound?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And there's like each of these are individual arches, like one after the other. So like
They're
that's
pieces.
pieces of okay.
Yeah. Like arches are made out of multiple pieces of rock that make this sort of circular floating pattern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
so
there's
you
like
can see that-
multiple of them, which is kind of odd because usually there's only like one major
Yes.
one. And
There's one. Sometimes they're smaller. Sometimes they're bigger. If you went to Strixhaven, there's a big one over it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's the first time you see one that's this big. And by this big, I mean the room you're in is probably like 80 to 100. I'll have his yard feet large.
Yeah.
So you are in a very big arches, and I said, Ristel, you can feel it. You can see it. You can see like this massive currents passing through there. You know that currents kind of follow the arches like checkpoints. But yeah, a lot of these sort of roads or tracks of currents meet here.
Yeah, it's really cool. I would like to draw it in the downtime.
Sure. I mean, this place is you have plenty of time. Dorinthea will tell you where to place Priscilla's body, pretty much in the center of all of this. The ritual is a very exhausting one, and it takes about. I only did it. Actually, and I'll be honest with you, it's gonna be the first time I do it, but I've seen my master do it multiple times, and it always roughly take about an hour. So,
Do you need any help?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, so I guess you have plenty of time to just rest and yeah.
I'm gonna set up some alarms in the cave via rituals. If I can do that, can I
Like
do
fire
that?
alarms.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I can do it via ritual. I don't think sorcerers can do it as a ritual. I'll do one. I'll do one at the beginning of the cave.
Okay.
And I'll do it as a mental alarm.
Anything else? So Aristel, I guess you'll be sitting somewhere in the drawing this place. Garville, anything on your mind?
I think I'm just gonna watch the ritual.
If you don't mind, I will take maybe 5 or 10.
Sure.
Get some
Yeah.
water, and I'll be back. Yeah, let's get back to the game. So, uh, she she starts the ritual. She places a bunch of stones around Priscilla's body. There's like runes markings on them. She takes a stick and makes some runes on the ground, trying to create a sort of like circle around Priscilla as best she can. She places herself close to Priscilla, and she starts incanting and spellcasting. Uh, you can see some of the runes start to glow in this sort of radiant energy as she starts the ritual. Uh, Time passes. Uh, Beside what she's incanting and the strength of the glow, nothing seems to be happening much. As she said, she would be there for at least an hour. She's not just standing still and just like going wolololo wololo like a priest would in Age of Empire. Uh, she's uh, she's actually like moving around. She's marking runes with her hands. She's dancing. She's using herbs, burning them, things like that, like making incense. It seems more detailed and complex than some of your rituals, like basic rituals that you've learned and did before.
Mm.
Aristel, please do me a perception check.
Sure. I would give you my passive, but I don't think I'm passively looking at anything, so I'll go with 10.
Okay. Good. So, Aristel, you're still drawing.
Yep.
Zavril and Poppy. Not sure what you're doing right now.
I think I'm like just really clutching on to like the bag of my mentor and like watching the ritual very closely.
Sure. And Zavril?
Yeah, I think he's observing the ritual and maybe taking some light notes on it, checking it out.
All right. Zavril, as you're doing so, you can feel its presence. Feel like the air around you can get heavier for a moment. You feel like time is somewhat slowing, sounds are somewhat dimming around you, and you can feel the wolf's presence. So you look around, close by, sitting almost at your arm's reach, you can see the wolf. He's just standing there. He's looking at you with his bright sulfur-colored eyes. And you can hear his voice just say, "The gods do not like when you take from them. The storm is brewing. Are you sure this is what you want?"
Is this something that only Zavril hears?
Yeah, only Zavril hear and
Okay.
see.
Yes, I am sure. I feel like you forced me to take a life that I didn't want to take. Feels like taking a life back. Seems like trade.
Ah, I'm unsure if Vrinoff will see it that way. He will approach you, start like circling you. You should prepare yourself for both of our sakes.
I I guess I'll be ready to face whatever comes our way, but I'm still planning on beating this, clearing everything for both of us, so probably use your help in the fight.
Uppy, what's your passive perception?
11.
Okay. Okay. You can roll if you want, by the way, but yeah. I assume you are a little less in your own things than Restel is.
I rolled an 11 anyways, so
Oh.
very
All right.
average.
So yeah. As you say that, Zavril, you look around and you don't see the wolf anymore. But what you do see, as you look around, and roll me a perception check. But I believe you're perceptive enough.
Oh, right. Not using that dice. Oh, that's a nat 20. That's why we don't use the other die.
That's why you... What you do see, though, as you look around, you have this weird... You look around the room, see if there's anything out of the ordinary after the wolf tried to warn you. As you look around, you feel like some things have changed and moved. As you look on the ground, as you look at the walls, you can see that a lot of the root seems to have moved and changed places. With your nat 20, how much is that, by the way?
24.
24? Okay. As you scout the room one more time, you can see near the surface of the ground movement. And yeah, you can see these sort of wooden roots slowly creeping toward the center of the room.
Guys, the roots are moving. Dorinthea, is this supposed to be happening with the ritual?
Dorinthea stops for a moment. Huh?
And the roots that are slowly moving towards us?
She looks around the room. Seems slightly confused. You're right. Things are moving. And she points at like some roots maybe like 15, 20 feet away from her. What do you do?
Well, I would get up. And get probably closer to the ritual area. What are we supposed to do?
Maybe pray to the gods.
As you get up and look around, Aristel, out of your concentration, drawing concentration, you can see that around you the current seems to be in turmoil.
I would share that. I'd probably just say, what's going on with the currents? They don't look normal.
I don't have time to explain now, but I think Vrinoff is upset that we're bringing somebody.
Dorinthea, you said that Vrinoff would be okay as long as we appeased them.
I mean, I said I've seen this done before, and we never had any problem. This is the first time I see these roots moving.
So what? We're supposed to fight against Vrinoff?
So maybe pray to Vrinoff and see if he responds.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sit down in the meditative stance and try to connect with Vrinoff.
You get close to the circle, I assume. As you look around, by the way, you can all feel like things are closing in on you. Slowly. I mean, they're roots. You get close to the Dorinthea's circle.
Mm-hmm.
You start meditating, I would assume. Praying.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a moment before you can hear the sound of waves into your ears.
Hello?
You can hear a voice that you do not enjoy hearing, I believe. You can hear Emble's voice say, "The gods don't like when you take from the currents."
But
Vrinoff is not fond of that.
the person was taken unjustly.
It's not yours to decide according to her. I'm sorry, Estelle.
We stopped that creature from destroying the forest. We thought that would appease Vrinoff. But it wasn't enough.
Vrinoff can be quite a hard shell. I can help you if you want.
How would you be able to help me?
I cannot stop her. He and I do not share the same views. But luckily for you, there's part of me that builds around you.
But isn't that technically the same for Vrinoff?
Oh,
Edgar had told me that you both helped in bringing me back.
I cannot speak for all of the other gods. But I told you before, I'll do my best to help you.
How would you be able to help?
I can at least try to fight some of her power, but I cannot stop all of her might. Do you want me to lend you a hand, Arestal?
Aristotle is really torn here.
I know she is.
Yeah. Because... God.
While you think about it. Oh, go ahead.
She didn't want to do this resurrection from the beginning.
I was gonna say while you think about it, Poppy was gonna pray to Belahit, who she worships, and ask Zogril to pray to either Belahit or Corvus as well. trying to get any type of divine intervention.
I mean, this once a day thing that works 10% of the time.
Not like that kind of divine intervention.
And if you're level 10,
Maybe intercession.
Yeah, and
More
when you're
appropriate.
level 10,
Fortunately, Poppy
10%
is
of
not
the
level
time,
10.
it works every time.
I got it to work once. And
Yeah,
with my rolls,
this is a really crummy situation because I think that a more fun story would be for Aristel to say yes, but I don't really think that she would say yes to this.
And don't say yes. That's up to you. That's up to what you think Aristel would do. That's okay. Go with the character.
But that would mean that Aristel would also not help in Priscilla being resurrected. This is really tough.
Is it alright if Poppy prays to Bella hit, trying to reach out?
So with Bell.
Oh, you're just going to ignore Poppy? Oh, okay. 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 um,
No pressure.
I'm having a really hard time trying to justify why Aristel would say yes. I'm like trying to find a reason why she would say yes, and I'm coming up short.
Up to you.
Yeah,
That's,
but that's what I'm trying to think of.
That's the magic of D&D. You don't have to say yes. If that's not what your character would do.
Yeah. Well. Oh God. If Vrinoff doesn't want this resurrection to happen, then who am I to go against her? I don't want to fight Vrinoff.
You can still hear the rolling waves. It becomes slightly more not loud but chaotic, if that makes sense.
Sure, more like crashing waves.
Yeah, crashing waves, yeah. Well, so be it. The last thing you hear after this is just the distant rolling sound of thunder before you come back to yourself.
I would try calling out to Vrinoff before coming back to myself. Do I get any type of response?
You get to roll initiative.
Okay.
You can place your tokens where you think they would be.
This is the ritual, right? I said
The
that-
yellow thingy, yes.
Yeah, I said that I was meditating right next to it, so...
Good. Gabriel, you are first.
so this is still just the roots, correct?
It is still a bunch of moving roots, yes.
I think I'm gonna start with casting Guardian Nature Field. And I don't even know where. And I'm going to back up. Are we planning on finishing this, or are we going to try to get out of here?
Poppy's gonna try to defend.
You'd probably see Aristel feeling very conflicted, looking around, probably noticing that she's like in her head a lot right now. She wouldn't respond.
That's my action, my movement, so I'm just gonna get myself ready for whatever comes next.
Aristelle, you said you would just be doing nothing for now?
Aristel would call out, trying to reason with Vrinoff. Vrinoff, please. We're not trying to anger you. We just need Priscilla. And she wasn't meant to die like that. Please.
Can you roll me a religion check first?
Okay. 11.
And can you roll me a persuasion check, please?
Okay. Okay. Persuasion, that's 18.
Lucky you.
That's my name.
all right. I fell into that one. All right. So you can hear the cracking of the roots stop around you.
They like stop moving?
Yeah. They stop moving. You can see forming from some of these roots what looks like a large creature made out of bark and roots and stones. It doesn't look humanoid. It looks like a sort of an elemental of nature of sort. It is surrounded by, only you can see waves of currents that just seems to ripple on it and surrounding it. This thing approaches you slowly. What do you do?
Where is it coming from?
It's coming from about here. This thing looks like that.
I would just kind of watch as it got closer. The fact that the other roots stopped moving makes me hopeful that maybe Vrinoff is coming to us talking through this golem type thing. So yeah, I wouldn't do anything.
This thing closes on you and towers over you. By the way, what does Zovril and
just look
Poppy
up.
do? Yeah, you can just look up if you want. I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, the other two, what do? You see this thing slowly approaching Estelle.
I think Zafra would have his hammer ready, but he's gonna watch what Aristell's doing.
Yeah, I move a little bit
Her
closer,
reaction.
and I'll prepare a firebolt or something to see if there's an attack made. But Poppy's watching all around her, concerned.
Yep. This thing lowers itself closer to you, Aristel. It smells of all different type of flower and herbs. It has the scent of forest. It is just has this sort of changing smell and scent that never stays the same, even for more than a brief second.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, I got a nat 20. 25.
You see this thing rebuke for a moment. You felt like it tried. You could see the currents try to engulf you for a brief moment, and then as the creature kind of falls back, they all rebuke away at the same time.
So
You can hear multiple voices surround you, all ask at the same time, with maybe like a slight delay, so this creates a sort of echo. These voices and women, men, all different type of voices, very different from each other, and they just say, "You are stealing from me." You can hear the echo of the me at the end. What goes to the currents stays in the currents.
But what about when the souls are reborn? This is nothing different. It's just the same body, the same memories.
This soul is different from the others. You can hear the other can fade away.
How so?
She's an aberration. She goes against our will.
So you specifically don't want her to be resurrected?
She was the source of many wrongdoing. And I do not enjoy that my powers and my name are used to bring her back.
I didn't know about any wrongdoing. I just know that she's supposed to help my friend. She's supposed to be the teacher of some prophecy. How can my friend go up against this prophecy without being prepared, without being trained?
What am I to gain?
Well, we thought slaying that beast was going to balance this for you. I'm sorry that we misjudged, but I can set this right. I can help with something else.
And you now?
I can
You've
try.
helped in the past, correct?
Yes. I stopped the currents from being corrupted.
We remember you. And you're willing to help again.
I'll try my best.
There's silence as the creature looks directly into your eyes. It turns around, gets back on his multiple legs, and start kind of walking in the opposite direction. His body kind of turning into itself without actually going like 180. The body is like reforming as the bark and pieces of wood just reform into another sort of backward creature to you. And the last thing you hear before this thing goes back into the wall it came from is, we'll make sure to ask for these favors again. Godbound. And this thing crosses back into the roots of the wall.
Did we hear any of that, or is that just Aristel and
You
Vrinoff?
all heard that, yes.
Oh, okay.
It was echoing into the room.
Aristel would
Yeah,
probably.
I could have said that before. You could have maybe barged in if need be. Sorry.
Nope, that's totally fine.
Aristel would probably like stumble backwards, feeling very, I guess dizzy is an appropriate term for this. Weak legs, wondering what the hell she just did.
I mean, depending on how wobbly you are, Zavra would just make sure that you didn't like collapse, like slowly help you to the ground instead of rapidly help you to the ground. Well, here we are finding ourselves in trouble again.
What did I just do?
Just made a deal with a god.
Likely did more than that, but yes, that's part of it.
You also talked down a god. Pretty impressive.
You remember when I said that words are just as powerful as putting someone down? That's what I meant right there.
Oh,
That was really
that's-
brave of you. I'm sorry that you made a deal with Vrinoff. That should have been me, because this is my issue.
Why did I just do that?
I think Poppy would like come over and hug Aristel and say thank you. And it's not like a super energetic hug, it's like a somber like an embrace.
Would we know? Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, I feel like Aristel would be kind of out of it. I don't think that she'd be able to like talk at all. So she would just kind of like go off to the side by herself and maybe do some more meditating.
Would we know the weight of what did he being godbound?
Like the religious weight, I would.
Yeah, just obviously, like you said, it's not just making a deal. Like, it's a lot heavier than that. But I wasn't sure if there's like if that's like a
You can
term that
roll
we
a
would have.
religion test, I guess, for this.
Well, what if?
What if? That's a bad start.
You do have
Well,
inspiration if you wanted to use it.
you know what? Let's use it. That's way better. That's a dirty 20.
The inspiration was good.
Sure was.
Yeah. I would say with the 30-20, this is a term you may have read about before, or seen, or heard of. And yes, usually it's quite the heavy word. Uh, for some, in some stories, it's a boon. It's a good thing. Being like under the guidance or protection of the divine. In others, it's a bane, because well, it's pretty much like owing something to a mafia lord, if that makes sense. Like they know where you and your family lives. They have much more power than you, so yeah, depend on your perspective and what is asked of you. Can go both ways.
I'll leave Aristel to
Do tell her
pers-
or
depends if I thought about that, I guess, before she went off.
I'm just like on the side of the room, so like if we're looking at this, I would probably just like move over here and like
Okay.
sit down. So like you could even like call over to me if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. I mean, being Godbound doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Sometimes it's thought of as a boon.
Yeah.
Kind of depends on what Vrinoff decides to call in favor for.
It seems like I'm going to be helping Vrinoff more than Vrinoff is going to be helping me. But I guess this wouldn't be the first time that I helped the gods. I did die the first time. Maybe it'll be different next time.
You're not
I'll,
gonna let that happen again.
yeah, I'll be there with you again.
We have more experience now. We'll figure something out.
We don't even know when he's gonna ask for help. It might not even be anytime soon. It might even align with something that we plan on doing anyways. All the Philibert stuff, I'm sure that that's something that needs more than just personal attention.
I guess I can only hope that that would be the case.
Place
Okay.
become calms again.
Okay.
The roots you can see just slowly crawling back to place while you're talking. Dorinthea gets back to her ritual. Try to get this done ASAP so you can bail out of there. There was maybe like 15 minutes left on the ritual as this happened.
Okay.
You, as it nears its end, you can see Aristel, a lot of energies like circling and like a vortex around Dorinthea and her ritual as this happened. And at the very last moment, you can see a very large wave of currents just seep back into Dorinthea as all of the runes on the ground stop glowing, and Dorinthea stops for a moment, and all the energies that seeped into her just transfer into Priscilla's body on the ground. Priscilla comes back to herself as her body reforms, as her wounds are closed, and she kinda takes this deep breath as she opens her eyes, like with shock. What's the word? Lost, if that makes sense. In shock, lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. He starts looking around. She's still laying on the ground with barely any strength. What do you all do?
Poppy would probably shyly walk over and kneel next to her, and say, I probably should have asked if you wanted this, but I felt like it was best to bring you back and ask my friends for help to do so.
If you're close to her,
Mm-hmm.
she will try her best to hug you.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll just exclaim, Poppy, is that you? Where's the girl? Where's the
Horizon
Horizon?
Horizon isn't here. It's been some days since that fight. Yeah, I'm Poppy. But we brought you to a healer, and she knew how to resurrect. And yeah, I felt like I wasn't going to be able to handle the information you gave me without actually being able to learn from you proper.
And where's the girl?
She's gone. I didn't try to fight her.
You're all right. Are you okay? She will like pass you, I guess.
Yeah,
you got my
I'm
letter,
fine.
right?
Yeah. And I pull it out.
Good, great. Okay. Oh. And she will like tap herself, make sure that she's in one piece. She was missing parts, so yeah.
Gotcha.
And she still seemed like she's white as egg, like.
Yeah.
And she will look around and who are you?
These are my friends. That's Aristel over there. That's Savril right there. And this is Dorinthea, right? That's her name.
Dorinthea is already like sitting on the ground, her legs apart, like she's holding herself as best she can. She go, "I'm old women, don't mind me."
I'm not
Like
sure.
clearly exhausted.
I'm not sure that Aristel would even look up. I imagine like she's probably sitting against the wall and she's just kind of looking like straight, and like they're off to her side. Yeah, I don't think she would be paying attention to them.
Hey, Priscilla, is there any reason that Vrinoff would be particularly upset with you?
she'll look at you again. She's still like slightly under shock from like being resurrected. Um, why?
He gave us a hard time for trying to bring you back. And he almost intervened. And he said that, how did he put it? That you had committed like atrocities. Oh, she, my bad. I keep on saying, I don't know why I said, I heard you even say she when you were describing Vrinoff's apparition. She said that you had like committed like atrocities and whatnot. And I don't know what she's talking about.
We're gonna have plenty of time to talk about that. But yes, if short answer is yes.
But you're not like a bad person, right?
No. I'm
Okay. Like, I see Horizon as a bad person, and her master for raising Horizon that way as a bad person.
I would never ask you to do what she tried doing.
Okay.
What she did. But what you must understand is that the magic we use as repercussion, and well, this render us unlikable to some.
Okay.
I've worked most of my life to make sure that my footprint on Arcavios will be as diminished as possible using time magic. Every time we use our spells, chronergy, it leaves a trace on Arcavios.
Right. I remember you talking about that when I
Right.
went into that like black hole thingy.
Yeah.
That sucked me in.
You've spoken with the echo of me.
Oh, that
But-
wasn't you.
It was. It will be me. It was me. It is me. Do you understand? Time magic does a lot of marvelous things.
Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But let's make sure we clean up after ourselves.
Right.
Right. Well, you found me, correct?
Mhm.
What happened to the time rift?
I went into it to close it, and
Oh,
yeah.
and you're okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit weaker.
Okay.
I definitely don't feel as strong. But yeah, I'm good. That's when I talked with the echo of you.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. I do not. We'll need to figure out what I can teach you. I know my goal is to help you the best I can.
Hmm?
And once we figure this out, I'll tell you how we can clean after ourselves. If you're to become who you're supposed to be, we'll make it so that you don't have the gods tailing you. Does that sound great?
Yeah, I don't think that they're following me at all. I think Strixhaven is following me.
That could be worse. That could be way worse. Good. Great. Great. Okay. And where are we now? Because I don't know this place. This.
Oh, we're like outside of Thessos, like an hour away in a secluded location that is like Vrinoff's special spot.
Good. Great. And this is Dorinthea, you said,
Mm-hmm.
and you are Zarnail,
Zavra
Zavril, and
and Aristel.
that's Aristel. Okay, good. Great. Glad to meet you all. I hope that wasn't too much trouble. Do I owe you any gold, or because I think I'm a little short right now.
No, it came out of my own coffers, which is fine. It's okay.
All right. Good. Great. Are you sure?
Mhm.
Um, I believe this.
And I give her bag that I've been carrying around.
And thank you. Should
Oh,
look
you
through it.
probably can't carry it though, because you're so weak right now.
Um, I'm already, I'm already better. She'll stand up and she'll slightly stumble as she does so. Yeah, maybe I'll wait a little after all. Good. I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
I'll offer to help with like a lesser restoration. Here would say not exactly what it's for, but give her a little pep.
Lesser restoration solves everything, it seems.
Everything. Every minor ailment. It's like
Yeah.
a band-aid of
This
the
is like a
magical world.
commercial for lesser restoration. This entire
Yeah.
session.
I'm just trying to, build the brand.
Build the brand.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll cast lesser restoration again. Did she seem like she was completely forthright with Poppy?
You can roll insight check if you want.
Love this dice. My broody dice. That's nat 20
Let's
for
go.
a 24.
Maybe it's because she just came back from being dead, the shock and all. Maybe it's for other reasons, but you do have a strong feeling that she was holding up on a lot of things,
Okay.
especially with some of the way she was wording things, like cleaning up, like after herself or things like that. Didn't feel straightforward at all. Like it felt
Okay.
odd. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like she's purposefully lying, but clearly withholding. If that makes sense. But
Sure.
again, this could be on purpose, or this could be just she just came back from the dead, so maybe her brain's not all there yet.
On my way to offer her help, I think I would just stop by Poppy and kind of like have a little aside.
What's up?
Yeah, I know this is your mentor. Don't think she's telling you everything right yet. Not necessarily purposely withholding with ill intent. She's not telling you the full story.
Well, regarding about what?
She was just
Like-
very vague with her explanation. She's not telling you the full. I don't want to say the full truth. Say there's pieces. I don't.
I
know
wonder if
that-
it was. I wonder if it's because of who's like around right now. She seemed very introverted.
And
When
what did she mean when she?
you say it again.
Oh, sorry. What did she mean when she was talking about cleaning?
Something that she brought up when I visited her in that rift was that when we do time magic and at the same location multiple times, like small little like tears like that happen in time, and that really big one was an example of it. And wait, did you even see it? I don't even. Were you with us?
No, it
Oh,
wasn't.
I'll like without her seeing, like when she has her back turned, I'll like minor image a rift, a minor illusion, the rift, and say, but like imagine that like as tall as like a mountain almost. And when you do it too much, that can happen in the same location. But she told me that none of what I've done has caused tears across Arcavios because it's been spread out and not used too often.
What would cleaning?
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to read through her book at all, as much, like all the way into it. There's a lot of regular notes in there, and it seems to go on forever.
I don't mean to shed or like make her seem she's doing this, like I said, maliciously, but there's definitely a lot. I mean, all of us to be careful, but I definitely want you to make sure that you might need more clarity, and know that we have your back.
Okay. Well, thank you for the heads up. Yeah, I don't think I would have gone through with any of this if I didn't feel like she was a good person when I met her echo.
I understand.
She definitely doesn't seem like Varkarim's or Horizon's master, so I don't think she's necessarily bad.
Okay.
Like how... I mean, if this magic didn't exist, like, if this magic, like, if it exists for a reason, right? Like, the creators of this plane of existence, the dragons, like, they made it for a reason. It's just the gods who don't seem to like it, as I'm finding out.
Yeah. Well, make sure to keep an eye out just in case. But yeah, you just, I don't know, whenever you get a chance, maybe see clarity, just for your own everything that you're going through.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll continue. I'll do a week or lesser restoration. I'm only gonna half do it.
A weaker one.
I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna really mean it.
Yeah, there's no intent. It's just there. Just do the spell.
It's just like instead of like a band-aid, it's just like a tape over it, like
It's
take
like a
some,
magic trick. It's
cloth.
actually you're not
Yeah.
even casting it.
Yeah.
Placebo. Let's hope it's
It's actually
enough.
thaumaturgy.
Yeah, there you go.
As you were speaking with Poppy, she was speaking with Dorinthea, which is close by. They're both kind of exhausted, so kind of getting to know each other a little. So you go by her, and as you cast your spell, if you do cast it for real, she will thank you, obviously, for this, even though it has no real effect. Should ask
Even better.
should ask if you can help her up.
Sure. Offer my hand.
No.
But I'm not gonna pull very hard.
You'll pass out on as weak. Zavril couldn't open a jar of pickles if you wanted.
My strength is 12, thank you.
A jar of pickle is DC 13. Good luck. Yeah, she'll get up. She'll start like pacing around, trying her best to get back on like fully functional. And unless there's anything you would want to do or ask here, I guess you will be back on your way to Tezos, or do you just plan on staying in the Scattern for longer?
No, let's get the fuck out of here.
Good. You all leave, go back to Tezos with your basket full of herbs that Dorinthea picked on her way there. I would assume that Priscilla will be on horseback on the way back. Yeah, you head
I
back
think
to
Dorinthia needs to be on
Tezos.
horseback too if she's.
If you have a good horse, I guess both of them would need to be on horseback.
Yeah.
And you are on your way back to Tezos. Priscilla is alive. Dorinthea is alive. You're all alive, actually. Everyone's in great shape.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. I assume you will be dropping Dorinthea back to her place.
Yeah.
I'm debating on whether to. Dorinthia did hear that whole conversation, right? How did she react to it?
She kept on with the ritual. She did not comment on it.
Okay.
She was focused, if that makes sense.
Is she acting any different towards Aristelle since that happened? Like on the road
No.
back, or is she just too tired? Okay.
Not at all. She's tired, but she's not acting different.
Yeah.
She would pass comments, and now maybe she's getting too old for that. But
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah. I think
Do you want to talk with her about that?
I was debating it. But I'm not sure if Aristelle has her thoughts. Like, I don't think she's processed this yet. So, I truthfully haven't processed this yet, so I need to process it. And, I think that Aristelle would just give Dorinthea a hug because, she, like, as a goodbye on when they go their separate ways, she would hug Dorinthea and thank her for the assistance.
As you hug her and thank her, she'll tell you, somewhat in a whisper kind of way, as you hug, she'll just say, "It'll all be all right." You can trust in her, as you trust in me.
Aristelle will obviously think about how Dorinthea said that Vrinoff won't be upset if we kill this creature, and it didn't end up actually working out. She won't say it out loud, but I think that would honestly make her a little bit more nervous than she was before this. She'll just nod and kind of be a little bit like she'll have like a cerebral facial expression, just kind of being in her head, and not respond.
If you do pass by again, kids, feel free to visit me and join me for dinner. I
Will do.
always make it all too much so that I can share with the others. And if you have any recipe, make sure to bring them to me. It's always good to broaden your horizon, on all food-related things, at least. She will hug all of you, obviously, before you
Sure.
leave. And whatever that was today, I'm pretty sure Vrinoff will protect all of you. So will the other 6. You seem like a special bunch. Now, I guess I'll go take a nap.
That'll be a good idea.
Yeah, this trek in the woods was quite something, and I've got plenty of produce now. And she kind of points at the basket, and some good ideas. So, well, good luck on your next journey.
Thank you. Farewell.
Rest
Farewell.
well.
Whew. She will struggle to get back to her staircase and go up
Goodbye.
as you leave her behind.
Well,
She was a sweet one.
she's very kind. Well, do you... Is it safe for you to go home, or do we need to bring you along with us, or do you need to find a different place?
By the way, in case you don't remember, half her cabin kind of burnt.
Yeah. Well, no, I cleaned it up. We
Yeah, you
cleaned
cleaned it up, but there was still part of it that
We-
burnt. So
I had rewind, mend
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, I just rewind it.
We spent a lot of time.
Her cabin is a time rift now.
Yeah, I had
Basically.
mending, and yeah, rewind too.
Yeah, I guess you repaired most of it.
Yeah. She's missing
Um,
potions. We don't know where they went.
Yeah, they disappeared. Horizon stole them.
Yeah,
thief.
yeah.
I definitely don't have a potion on my hip with her maker's name on it whatsoever.
It has an hourglass on it.
Yeah.
These are my potion. Oh, Horizon dropped this.
My cloak of billowing billows around the stolen goods.
Well, depends. Are you all in a hurry? Are you staying in Tezos much longer? I know you were in Caronthir.
Yeah, we're not with the guild anymore, so it's good that you got that letter to us before we ended up leaving. We're in Thessos for a little bit. We're actually waiting for one of our guildmates, Philibert. And I don't know if he wants us to meet back up in Corinth here, if he was going to meet us here. Marisol, do you know?
I would like to go back to Caronthir.
Okay. Should we
Well,
rest the rest of the day then?
Sure. But I'd like to go back to
Tomorrow?
Thessos and yeah, then go back.
Yeah.
As for your question, if I am to try and train you, I guess unless you want to live in my cabin, I should follow you back to Caronthir, shouldn't I?
Yeah, probably. We're going to be doing some moving around, I think.
Well, the plan was to go to Strixhaven after this, Poppy.
Oh, right. Oh. Well, what a great opportunity to clear our name.
Okay.
I guess? Yes. Do you have trouble with Strixhaven?
I don't know.
Good. Well, should be easy then.
Not that I know of.
We've worked with Strixhaven several times before this. If they give you any trouble, and I'm mostly talking to Poppy because I don't really know if she would be able to look at Priscilla right now. If they give you any trouble, I'm sure we can make an agreement with them.
Oh, yeah, I'm not worried about them at all. We like saved the world like 2 or 3 times, so I'm not really concerned about it.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, we have the hero card to pull a couple of more times.
We're heroes, sir.
Certified baddies.
We're above your rules.
I wouldn't be surprised if Poppy actually made these like badges, like
Speaking of, no, just kidding.
badges that we hang around our neck. I'm a hero, thank you.
Hero of Thessos, Arcavios, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, basically.
These are my accomplishments.
You're right.
That's a nice curriculum vitae you got there. So you go back to Tezos. I assume you go back to Nephiles.
Yeah.
This is where your stuff is.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would want to do there?
Is Neplay there?
She is.
Okay.
It's the middle of the day.
Because I didn't see her before leaving in the morning, I would just kind of check in on her to make sure that she's feeling okay after the ball.
You go back to Nephilis' place. As you get there, you can see that, yeah, she seems to be there. Some things have moved in the place. You can find her in her sort of lounge area on the second floor. It has a sort of has like big windows that are more door-like that lets you see outside. It has a lot of light. She seems to be practicing the harp, one of the instruments she plays. So yeah, you enter the room. She stops as you do, and she smiles and say, "Arcel, when I got in this morning, you were all gone."
Yeah, sorry about that. We had made plans with the Duke of Valten in order to get a diamond, and we had to meet with him this morning. So
It's okay, it's all right. How did it go? How did it go with the Duke?
the meeting with the Duke was fine. He's very loud. Poppy's mentor is back now. She's downstairs. But I just kind of wanted to check in on you to make sure that were all right.
It had been a while since I had this kind of night. I must admit.
What
Maybe
does
I
that
drank a
mean?
little too much. I woke up this morning at I was sorry. Trying to figure out to remember a name.
No worries.
I was still at Pytheas' place.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of bailed on you.
When exactly?
Well, all night long, I guess. I mean, I was so. I was so engrossed by. I was so engrossed by being back there that I kind of got lost in it, and I should have you stick with me and meet them, and maybe I wouldn't have drank that much, and I'm sorry I abandoned you.
I'm not sure that right now is the best time to have this conversation, but you didn't seem like yourself. I barely recognized the Nephilim that I knew. What happened?
That's the thing. I think I was myself.
No, you weren't. You're so much better than what you were yesterday. The Nephilim I knew and know doesn't lie like that.
Maybe the Nephilim you know is better than the original. Even though my life has been in danger multiple times since, since I'm around you. I mean, yesterday made me realize that this, maybe this other life is more dangerous. It's so empty.
Certainly don't like what it does to you.
I thought being back home would be great. I don't think I want to stay in Tessos.
I don't want you to stay here either, Nephilim.
She'll look around the room for a moment. Are you angry?
I'm dealing with a lot right now. I wasn't angry, more so that I was shocked and I didn't know how to respond to the situation. I think that you are a better person than you give yourself credit for. And I'm glad you found better friends, because your old ones weren't great. Real friends aren't fake to each other and talk about each other behind their backs. They don't lie to each other. That's not a way to surround yourself with people, no.
I think I'm ready for better people, yeah. She will try to hug you if you.
Yeah, I was
let her.
literally just about to say that Aristo would probably cross the room to her to give her a hug. Maybe break down. She might break down in this moment.
That's all right.
So much pent-up emotion over the last literal 4 hours.
Yeah. This might be because
She-
you know how like when you have a hug, you like feel like this embrace that you kind of just like break down after like like holding in all these emotions. Yeah, she might break down in this moment.
Nepele will also break down.
Oh, that's
She'll like unless you like push her away, she'll keep hugging you for a moment, like a good moment.
no. Yeah, Aristo's like since she's crying, so she would just kind of like hide her face in Nephile's shoulder, hiding the fact that she's crying. So yeah, no, that's fine.
Through the sobs, should just say, I don't want to be a bad friend. I don't want to be this bad friend.
I know the real you, Nephile, and I know you to be a really kind, joyous person. The society of Thessos, it's not good.
She will just keep sobbing without answering. And I guess we'll fade to black on this.
Sure.
Your goal following this will be to go back to Corinthia, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Poppy would probably let shoot, what's her name again? Odessa know that she's going back to Corinthia. Probably join her for like dinner while Priscilla's resting. And yeah, that'd probably be about it.
If you have dinner with her, yeah, she's gonna pay. She's gonna offer. He will be as genuine as the last day. Actually, she'll be like, she'll go. You left early yesterday.
Left early.
Ah, and I left when the sun went up.
Oh,
Great.
yeah, no, we left a lot earlier than that. We had a meeting with the Duke of Valten this morning, so we needed.
Oh, you met him again?
Yeah.
Nice.
We bought a
He's
diamond.
handsome.
He is. Yeah, he's conventionally attractive.
Have you seen his sword?
Yes, yeah, he showed us the sword. It was cool.
Cool. Nice.
It's fucked up. It was a group of us ogling it, looking at it, like oohing an eye.
And you're into that kind of thing?
No, I like magic more. I like creating magic.
Sounds better, yeah. Sounds less. Sounds more malleable, like versatile.
Yeah,
Much more options.
that's true.
She comes to you by like talking about what happened tonight and how some of these blokes are like immune to alcohol, according to her.
Oh. Yeah, no, that wasn't us. We had to use magic to like feel better this morning when we woke up. It was bad.
You can do that?
Yeah. I used to be able to do a lot more, but I guess you could say I felt ill recently and lost a little bit of my strength.
I mean, can you do that like more than once, or is this?
Yeah, I could probably do it like 5 times a day, probably like helping with like alcohol poisoning.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Do you want to maybe go?
I should make a
know.
clinic.
I should make a clinic. I should be a roaming A roaming doctor. Do you have like some, I don't know, do you want to go for a drink after this then?
I had a pretty emotionally taxing day, and I don't think it would be a good idea to drink any alcohol tonight.
Drinking is the best, and you can talk it all about me to me, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'll join you, but I don't think I'll drink too much.
I don't want to be I don't want to force your hand. You're going to Carantir again after this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in Carantir in about a week, so maybe
Okay.
you can meet again, and you show me around.
Sure. Yeah.
I would like to see your place.
Yeah, I can show you around. I'm just trying to think. I think once we get to Corinthia, I don't know how soon after, but I think we're going to Strixhaven after that.
That's a long ride.
Yeah, you just get used to it.
Huh.
I don't know how long we'll be in Corinthia, but if we are when you're here, then I will. But I'll write down like just other addresses in these major cities, or
Probably
just
there's probably like clearly I don't know when addresses were invented, but I assume
Right,
there
I
were
feel
right.
like
ways
there
to
are
find people.
addresses. Yeah.
There's gotta be. This is way more developed of a place
Yeah.
than most other settings that I've played. So I'll write down an address of like either like our apartment or like whatever. Yeah, you can just come knock on there. We might. Is there still stuff open from the guild, like library stuff, like things like that? Like, is that stuff still like
Yeah, I mean the
functioning?
place is still
basically?
there, but
Yeah.
I mean most of the specialists are not there anymore, and then
Right.
like,
Right.
building's
Okay.
still there, the tavern is still there. I assume
Okay.
there's still people living there and doing some quests and errands for the guild. I mean the guild is not disbanded, but
Okay.
it's still not
Okay.
as active.
Right. Okay. And I'd assume that we are welcome to go back there and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay.
We're still living
Yeah.
there.
That's
Yeah,
what I
if you
thought.
wanna
I thought
keep-
so.
If you want to keep like the guild house as a sort of HQ, then
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
That-
Okay.
That was
Then
still
I'll
there.
give
Yes.
the Guild House Tavern as like our main thing.
Yeah, she'll take that. She'll pay for the meal as she said she would. She'll give you she'll give you a good hug before you leave. And yeah, the last thing she'll say is till we meet again.
Yeah. Till next time.
Anything else before we close the night?
Nope. Pretty good.
Good. Most of the things in Tezos have been solved, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
You've made new friends, acquaintances, maybe enemies. As
Yeah.
your group head back toward Corinthia, with one new member / NPC with you, Priscilla, which is Poppy's mentor. And I would close the session on this.
Sounds good. My allergies, thank you.
Ugh.
And I hope you had fun.
It was good.
Always.
Past
Very emotional.
sessions.
I wasn't expecting that. That sucked.
Yeah, if I had known that we were all hearing it, I probably would have interjected a little bit sooner, but some of the things that I was going to say were not going to be as helpful, I don't think, so it's probably best that I didn't realize that I could interject.
What were you going to interject with?
Like, the atrocities, I was going to be like, oh, fuck off, yeah, right, like, you know, things like that, but like in a Poppy tone,
Okay.
more defensive as opposed to problem solving.
Okay.
That Poppy was more on guard, like a, I don't even know how to do it, like a,
A guard dog?
I was gonna go like a feral cat.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
all cat.
Jesus.
I was pissed that this was happening.
It was so freaking unfortunate. Oh my god.
You did a good job with it though.
Who?
you.
How did I do a good job?
Because you stood up to a god.
Yeah, I guess that was cool. But...
You stood up to a fucking god, talked him down. Sure, you made a deal, but like, who's to say it's gonna be, you know? We've only had 2 characters die because God's making deals and stuff like that. Like, it probably happens all the time.
Wait, which character?
Chase died because of God stuff, and then Aristelle also died because of all the God
Oh,
stuff.
fuck. So you're just saying, yeah, Aristelle died once. Yeah,
That's okay.
okay.
Lightning never
It's
strikes.
true,
in
you
the
know,
same
I was
place
about to
twice.
say, exactly, lightning never strikes in the same place twice. And plus, you can't live your life with regrets, Lucky. We literally just learned that this session too.
Yeah. YOLO, as the kids say.
As Dorinthea says.
For
Or
real,
Dorinthea
for real.
says. For real, on God, you can't live your life with regrets. No cap.
No cap. Oh no.
On Vrinoff.
On Vrinoff. That is